Everybody else scared of them. We're not scared of them. And it wasn't no, like we had an issue like, and the funny thing about life, and I'll tell you something funny to jump back to this. When we first was coming up
Mhm.
and we was in a big conference in Miami, when the East and West was
Right.
beefing, how we met Fat Joe was he got jumped on by some West Coast rappers, and we was he was like 30 deep, and we was in the lobby, and he came in with the red mark on his eye, and he was like, "You all right?" He said, "Okay." And he told him what happened. He was like, "All right, okay." So our thing was the only way we gonna make ourselves relevant. Who was the biggest label at the time? Death Row. So
Right.
we actually was going to jump on them, like to make a name for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Which would have been the dumbest thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It would have put us in a predicament of on the line down the line wrong, wrong line. And you got to think Snoop was with him that day and everything. So now you jump back
Right.
all these years, and P is like, I want Snoop. One, I want help him. I feel like he still got it. You know what I'm saying? And he missing, and he said he was like, man, this dude could be making so much more money than what he's making.
Right.
And then it was
Right,
also like,
right.
okay, they say Suge, and Suge, Suge had his place in history that people will not disagree with me. If Suge wasn't that bad guy when it came to going into those offices, you know what I'm saying, where they was already giving people slave contracts and being that bad guy, and then they learned not to play with black men. They learned not to play games with their money and try to cheat.
Yeah.
He brought that fear, like, okay, a black dude really will walk in here and not, and whatever. He brought that element that changed some things on how they dealt with us. You know what I'm saying?
That's
But
true.
at that time,
That's true.
at that time he was the boogeyman, like people would say, and P was the type like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this deal with Snoop, and then nobody gonna touch him. I'm gonna take Snoop from that road, and and that's him. You know what I'm saying? But he still did it more out of love. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, and then you got to think that was like saying we traded for, you know what I'm saying? Like we think people say we traded for Kevin Durant.